I would love to invite Lindsay Baxter, Senior Manager for Energy Policy and Public Affairs at Duquesne Light Company, to give a sponsor address just before we grab a bite to eat. Lindsay and Duquesne Light, thank you so much for your sponsorship, and the stage is yours.
Yeah. Wow, what a morning. I'm the last thing between you and a lunch break, so I promise that my remarks will be brief, but if I can go off script for just a moment. It's very intimidating to come up on this stage after the level of expertise that we have heard today. And then this last panel was talking about using magnets to hold in material that's hotter than the sun, like sweet sassy molasses, like that. I just was like, oh my gosh. But thank goodness I'm not here to talk to you about plasma physics. I'm just here to give you remarks, welcoming you to the lunch on behalf of Duquesne Light Company. It's such a pleasure to be here with you all. You had an opportunity to hear from our Vice President of Corporate Strategy, Brian, on this morning's panel. A number of our colleagues are also here. If you'll indulge me, if you're with Duquesne Light, do you mind just holding your hand up so folks can see who all's here? I would invite anyone in attendance, if there's something you'd like to connect with the company on, whether that's a question about a potential partnership, a project idea, looking for data that you might be able to access, please feel free to grab any one of us. We might not be the right person, but we can get you to the right contact. As Brian mentioned, Duquesne Light has served the Pittsburgh region for over 100 years. We are actively investing in infrastructure to make sure we're here for at least the next 100, looking to meet our customers' needs both today and into the future. Very close to us today in Panther Hollow is one of our most recent large investments, the Riazi substation. That was energized within the last 2 years to serve the growing load here in the Oakland community, including from CMU's campus. This is really a state-of-the-art piece of facility, and we're very proud to have it here in the Oakland community. But our relationship with Carnegie Mellon goes much deeper than wires and poles. We truly do see it as a partnership, and I just want to highlight a few ways that that partnership comes into action. We participate in a lot of student projects and student classes, whether that's providing data, providing some of our experts to act as advisors, making sure those students are having an opportunity to actually work on real-world challenges. And frankly, their findings give us information we can bring back into the business. We also work significantly with the Scott Institute as really a connector. So some of the ways that comes into play is tech startups that are coming out of Carnegie Mellon that maybe have an opportunity to work with the energy industry, being connected to them, looking for those opportunities and synergies. Whenever businesses are coming to Pittsburgh because they're considering starting operations here, many times they want to talk to the utility, whether it's about partnerships or opportunities to use their services or something as basic as looking at sites where they want to interconnect, particularly if they have some high-tech labs or other unique energy uses. The Scott Institute has been very helpful in making those connections for us. Some of the examples of projects that we work on in recent years, especially student-led projects, have looked at things like where are there opportunities for solar development in our service territory, looking at what types of publicly available data might be able to be used to better target outreach to customers who can benefit from energy efficiency or from customer assistance programs, looking at things like decarbonization in the industrial sector. And I know that my colleagues are probably wanting to speak up because I'm forgetting their most favorite projects, but I wanted to just give a few examples. We've also had the opportunity to host some pretty stellar interns. And we partner with CMU as well as the University of Pittsburgh, Green Building Alliance, the City of Pittsburgh, and other institutional partners on things like the Oakland Energy Master Plan project, which looks at decarbonization and energy planning in a comprehensive community way rather than all of us in our individual silos. This morning, we heard some really key themes around the intersection between AI and energy. Some of that focused on potential challenges. Is the grid going to be ready? Is it going to be ready in all of the right places? Is the generation there to back up this growing need and on the right time scale? How do we make sure that the costs are shared equitably and that there aren't unintended consequences of cost shifting to other types of customers? I felt like the last panel in particular, but all of the speakers this morning have really hit on opportunities as well. AI presents these opportunities in the energy industry to be smarter, faster, more efficient, capture some of these savings. These are all things that our team is working on a regular basis. I sit within our energy policy team at Duquesne Light, so we're working with the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, legislators, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, and other government stakeholders. I'm very excited for this afternoon's presentations with representatives from our elected officials and government agencies. That probably will fit a little more into my wheelhouse than the plasma physics, but all of it has been very, very interesting. So I'll just close out my remarks by, on behalf of Duquesne Light, thanking you for being here today, whether you are a seasoned professional or a student who is just starting their career in energy or an interested stakeholder. The energy in the room is really palpable, and that's the biggest reason that we continue to come to the table and be a part of CMU's Energy Week. So thank you very much.